If you are trying to get to $10,000 per month and you haven't made it yet, this video is for you. Now, what we're doing is that we're breaking down the principles, the secrets, 7 of them, in The Richest Man in Babylon. And today we're going through the 3rd secret that I want to share with you. Now, you might be asking, why are we taking the time to go through these secrets? As you look back at the previous videos, you'll find that we went through number 2 on the previous one and number 1 on the one prior to that. The reason why we're going through this is to help you get to $10,000 per month. These are profound principles by someone that has shared them and lived them from 1926. We're in 2026 right now. That's over 100 years. And until today, they're still being taught, spoken about, shared. So right now, it's an honor for me to share number 3 with you today, which is, number 3 is from the book, Richest Man in Babylon, is to make thy gold multiply. Now, what does that mean? Let me explain. And actually, before I do that, who are we? What we do is that we help entrepreneurs go from $0 to $10,000 per month. And we do that through specific ways. So if you are here and you're trying to get to $10,000 per month, you are in the right place. Back to the lesson, make thy gold multiply. Now, if you look at the previous lessons, what Arkad, who was the richest man in Babylon, was doing was applying the basics, and he mastered the basics so well. Now, just to recap the other 2, if you haven't watched the video, number 1 was to save 10%. So if you have 10 eggs coming into a basket and you take out 9, to always leave 1 egg behind. Tomorrow you put in 10, don't take out the whole 10, only take out 9 and leave another one behind. Now you have 2 eggs. 3rd day, when you put in 10, only take out 9, not 10. Now you leave another one and now you have 3 eggs. And that's how you accumulate wealth, but also most importantly, accumulating the mindset that you can create wealth, which is the most important thing if you're trying to get to $10,000 per month. Why? At the beginning of your journey as an entrepreneur, your biggest challenge is not the activity that you do, but it's your identity and your belief that you can. When you fix that, 10K per month becomes so easy. So that's what the first principle does, which is saving 10%. The second principle is control the expenditure, which in a nutshell is basically saying, don't live within your means. So say, for example, this is your income. Don't live within your means, but live below your means. So you're always having a spread. So in addition to saving, you're still living less than what you're making. That's the second one. The third one is making that gold multiply. So what he's basically saying, and why it's important to you, is because as you're starting to accumulate money, you want to put it in a place that is always going to make money on the outside. So this is what I encourage you to do. Start living your financial life on percentages. This worked for me, and I have a strong feeling that it could work for you. So what does that mean? For example, 100% is all your income. 10% goes to savings. Let's say you live on 40%. Instead of living on 90%, because that means that you're living within your means, right? So what does that mean? You have saved 10%, you're following. You're living on 60%, for example, because $10,000 a month, you still have quite a lot of expenses. And if you're making less, you might have to, if you're making less than $10,000, you might have to spend more than that. So you're probably looking at spending 80%, but then you have another 10% that you're still building. And then that 10%, you can either put it into a different savings account, or you can start to invest that money. Now, in all fairness, I cannot speak to you on investing because I am not an expert on investing. But I can tell you this. The whole goal, and it's something I've come to learn a lot more recently, and it's getting deeper and deeper, is that it helps to start to develop the mindset of being an investor, and developing the mindset of making your dollars work for you. So, and not spending your active income. And this is a blessing that you're going to have to keep going through every single time, because for obvious reasons, when you start making more money, you're going to want to spend more. Things happen. All in order for you to get to $10,000 per month, I would highly encourage you to start reading this book, because this can be your first book on understanding money, understanding the basics of money, understanding the principles of money, and why these things are so important. So as for you today, my takeaway for you is that you not only save 10%, or at least work towards that, is that you don't only live within your means, but you live below your means, but also you start thinking of how can you put your money to work for you. There's a phase for everything. In all fairness, just to be real with you, as you get into $10,000 per month, you still don't have enough money to start investing. I'd rather you keep that so you can reinvest it back into yourself. So build into self-development, getting a new skill. I'd rather you put that money into that first, because your best investment at this point in time in your career is yourself. So when he's speaking about make thy gold multiply, because you are less than $10,000 per month now and you are working towards getting to $10,000 per month, your gold will be you as a person, and making your gold multiply is making you multiply, which is investing and reinvesting back into yourself. Join a success club, get a certain book, develop a new skill, join a group of like-minded individuals, do something that helps you get better as an individual, which I'll share a few things with you later from this book down the line onto, I think it's one of the later principles that he shares. But all in all, with that being said, is you can hit $10,000 per month. With that being said, comment below if there is something that you would do better, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.